Hello from California, this is Sandy from Messy Papercrafts, your #1 online store with the most exciting crafting items, and welcome to this week's episode of What's in This Box. But as you can see, once again, I just couldn't even wait to unbox it. I already had to present it to you right away, and I already had to unwrap all of this paper because it's Stamperia in the house with the most exciting new release by Vicky and her amazing line of Create Happiness. So this new release is called Secret Diary, and on the Stamperia Instagram page they were teasing quite a lot how beautiful these new products are. So yeah, I just couldn't hold my excitement. I already had to see it all for myself because it is truly stunning. So here we have the 12 by 12 paper. So immediately let me go through this so that you can see how absolutely gorgeous all of those items here are. There are really beautiful areas for cutout options. Then we have this fantastic mixed media look here. And if you follow Vicky on Instagram, then you already saw quite a bit of inspiration because she loves to do art journaling. And as you can see, this is totally art journaling inspired. And we can cut out all of those different areas. They make beautiful backgrounds, gorgeous designs here with tickets, butterflies, traveling, these little passport stamps here, more tickets. Very gorgeous, like yeah, a little bit whimsical, a little bit graphic. Here's this cute cat. So yeah, I think you will love this paper. I mean, if you love art journaling, then this is great. Or if you love card making, I just think all of those items can be cut out. Or of course, if you love scrapbooking, then this is really beautiful for your backgrounds. Now we have lots of little bits here to cut out, and on the other side we have gorgeous backgrounds in these really, yeah, kind of like nature colors. Absolutely love this over here. Little bunny. I think it's really cool how all these elements come together. We have some kind of corrugated cardboard, some kind of burlap or some fabric looking prints, then these areas again that you can cut out, some beautiful script, and then these kind of whimsical lines. So it's very dreamy yet modern and absolutely gorgeous color combinations. I probably say this again and again that whenever you have something with blue and brown, I think that just fits gorgeous together. This is just really my kind of thing, and I love all these dreamy elements here with the nighttime, the moon, with the script here on the moon. Absolutely adorable. And then here we have again some kind of watercolor elements, some kind of graphic elements, a mixed media. Just, yeah, a stunning paper release. Here we have now some sentiments which comes in handy that you can cut out. Here it says reach for the stars, the joy is in the making, to the moon, breathe deeply, be the change, inspire others. Crafting is my therapy, that's a good one. And then I love this here as well, lots of cutout options, and perfect for somebody like me who's not the best fussy cutter in the world. Very easy shapes to cut out, tickets and beautiful imagery. Love this girl here. Live life in full bloom. And this cat is so adorable. Every single item here I love. I love the film strips, the tickets. One of my most favorite designs ever. She really yeah, did an amazing job here. Even the bags here you can use. Just gorgeous if you want to put in your own little photographs maybe. Or here. Everything very usable and super versatile. And we have these bigger images here. I absolutely love this here too. Adventure awaits. Just gorgeous designs. I can't even say which one is my favorite. I look at this and I'm like, oh, amazing. Oh, I love cats. Oh, this is also gorgeous. They're all just stunning. And then even the back sides, once again, very usable if you just wanted to layer it all together. And then here we have beautiful cutout options in the end as well. So yeah, what an amazing new paper release. And if you don't need the 12x12, I also unwrapped the 8x8. And last time I just went through it side by side. I think it makes sense that you see if you need the bigger one or the smaller one, because it really depends on the use case. So if you love scrapbooking, obviously you need the 12x12, but sometimes it's helpful to see the 8x8 if you're into card making. So let's just go quickly through this once again so that you can see a little bit how this looks side by side, the image sizes here. So yeah, nice background here, but if you wanted the cat as the focal point, then here we have the 12x12 and we have the 8x8. So yeah, really gorgeous designs. So here we have the moon this way, again great focal point, and here it would just make a nice overall background. Really good to get together, really. Yeah, you could use this for a card background, but then this as a focal point. So I just think that if you see it side by side, sometimes you just get a little bit of an idea and hopefully buy the right one. So if you do bigger projects, and here you have these bigger sentiments, and I think here the sentiments, they would fit nicely onto a smaller project such as a card or art journaling. And then the same here. So yeah, really cool little ephemera bits. This is almost big enough as a bookmark, and then here you could just use it as an ephemera. But really nice if you can get both sizes, because here we have these cute little stamps. Here they're just a little bit more like an ephemera. And again here it's almost like postcard size, and here it's maybe a bit easier if you want to do a smaller project, or of course you can cut out certain elements. And then last but not least, these cutout options, and again bigger focal points, and then here just smaller bits and pieces if you need smaller embellishments. So yeah, I hope that helps just to see it side by side, but let me know in the comments, do you love this paper as much as I do? I think it's absolutely fantastic. Great job to Vicky and the Stamperia team. I just love it. And as per usual, that's not all. The paper is amazing, but now we have all these great accessories for it. So first of all, if you want easy embellishments or just an easy starting point, we have this great rice paper. And as I said last time, the bigger one here, the A4, I love to use for trays. So I will just color a tray, and then I put this great rice paper down with some Mod Podge or some rice paper glue, and then I will put resin on. And this is just how I love to create little gifts for friends and family, just kind of personalized trays. Or of course, these papers are also designed that they have smaller elements, so you can just rip them apart, use them as easy backgrounds for your art journaling or cards and so on. So that's really up to you. And absolutely gorgeous motifs here as well, with the window, then this beautiful blue and the moon. Then we have this girl again, and these nature tones, green and earthy, or a little bit more vibrant here with this bird. And then another great background. And I love these packages here that you get all of 6, because then you don't really have to make a decision, and then this way you have just lots and lots to play with. So that's fantastic. Or of course, if these bigger elements are not for you, I think it's great that we have these tiny ones here as well. These are A6, and They are just perfect if you really needed a quick background, or if you just lost your mojo and you just want to get something down, then that's a really perfect way. And then you can kind of just experiment with that, because if I said, like, if you follow Vicky on Instagram, you see she just sometimes rips off these areas and then uses some paint, or sometimes she puts more down and uses paint over it and then embellishes these things. So it's not just like this one background and now you're stuck with it. You can just change it, you can ink it, you can put stencils on, you can put stamps on, really make it your own. But as kind of a starting point, it's really nice to have, because sometimes we're a little bit stuck and lost the mojo, and then it's kind of difficult to get going. But once you have something down with this beautiful texture, and very subtle here, just gives you some really beautiful tones, and then it's maybe a bit easier to get started. And I just love this one here. This is just gorgeous. Alright, so that's the rice paper, and now let's go straight over here. Rub-ons. So here we have 3 different rub-ons, and once again I cannot say which is my favorite, because I feel they're all absolutely amazing. They have these great, the thematic of the dreaminess, the nighttime, the moon, the mixed media elements, the tickets. So many things to play with. I just think it's fabulous. And then this one here, I mean, they all go so beautifully together. I think I would need all of them to just create my projects, because they just work so great together. Here we have now these flower elements or leafy elements with these kind of scripts. Again, really quick and easy backgrounds, just to give you a starting point. I just love these designs. I mean, how beautiful is that? And then this one here as well. So I just think here we have again this nature vibe, this kind of layered look. I love all these little tapes and this organic feel to it, and the colors. I just think it's gorgeous. There are so many colors in the set, like the blue and the green and the kind of earthy brown, and yet they all work together. It's, I don't know how Vicky did this. It's just fantastic. So, and yeah, if you love certain colors, it definitely has you covered. There's just so much to choose from. And what I also love, this is pretty new still. I think it came out beginning of the year as a new line of Crafty products, and it's called Washi Pad. And yeah, I've never seen anything like this before, because usually you just know washi like on a roll, right? So you just have a roll of things, and here it's almost like a sticker pad. And again, we have gorgeous motifs here as well. And you could potentially peel off this whole sheet. So like this whole sheet is a big sticker, or of course you can cut out these certain elements. And if you once again look on to Instagram and see how Vicky is using this, I believe she's using something like a ceramic knife, which doesn't cut out the whole thing but only the motif, and then you can just peel it off. So that's one way to do, or of course you can do some fussy cutting. That's a possibility here as well. And how nice are all of those different elements here. Just perfect to embellish your projects. Absolutely. Once again, these colors, I love them. They're really, I don't know, like a pastel, but not kitschy, but kind of earthy. And every sheet is like different, but yet it fits together. Here's this girl and the cat. I think this is just so beautifully designed. It's kind of sketched look. Oh, once again, that's one of my favorite color combinations here. So dreamy, and yeah, yet a little bit with vibrancy as well. Really, really nice. And then here we have more of these sentiments. Discover, bloom where you are planted, choose joy, shine bright, dream under a starry sky. I mean, this is just really nice if you need a quick sentiment that works in the same color scheme, either for art journaling, or if you like to create cards or any kind of mixed media project, really. I think with these things you just have so much fun. Oh my god, even if you just look at this, how gorgeous does this look all together. But of course that's not all. Fitting to all of those, if you don't like fussy cutting, because here you still have to do some cutting, we also have ephemera and die cuts. So let me open the die cuts first. Alright, as you can see, lots and lots to choose from, and I put a piece of white paper under here because usually I just get lost with all the other products and then I somehow have to search them to get them back into my little plastic sheet here. So hopefully this is a little bit easier and maybe easier for you to see as well. Let me move this a bit. Okay. How beautiful is that? Oh, wow. I mean, this is just such a nice piece of artwork. I am just stunned. Like, wow. Shine like the stars. Then we have this cute girl here on the moon. Then it's quite good because we have big pieces and then we have smaller pieces here. We have this gorgeous window scene where everything is cut out, so you could layer something from behind. That's pretty nice. And then this gorgeous typewriter here. I just think the color, I just love the color. I am just blown away because this is like my favorite color scheme, because it's soft but it's not pastel, so it's not kitschy, it's somehow earthy but not just plant related. It just fits with the Secret Diary vibe, because you just imagine, you know, you're kind of in your own dream reality, so to speak. So these elements are just perfect for it. This is beautiful as well. Little ticket, little letter here. Then we have these flowers, the girl on the book. That's really lovely as well. I mean, look how beautifully they all go together. As you can see, I'm really all over the moon here. I just love this kitten. I love cats in general. I'm really happy that Vicky always includes something with cats. Makes me happy. We have the moon. I love books. I love all these sentiments that we have in here. Memories, beautiful. The world is yours to explore. Travel more, worry less. Oh, that's beautiful. Imagination. My story. Creativity. That's a good one. And the cat again. This is so cute. Really, really adorable. And then we have lots of little items here where you can decorate your project. So like more flowers, butterflies, cute little plant or succulent here. Succulent? Yeah, I think that's what that's called. Love these butterflies, and as you can see, really good sizes here. So not too small, not too big. And with these chipboards, they are also like very sturdy. So that's a little bit of a thicker material, but I believe if you wanted to just have it in half, I think you could also peel this off in case you want to have something thicker, something a little bit thinner, then this is a possibility here. But all in all, I mean, just gorgeous. Art is freedom. How amazing is that? Wow. Okay, so that's a chipboard. Big success, I would say. And now let's have a look at the ephemera. So the ephemera, that's a self-adhesive paper cutout. So that's a little bit thinner, but maybe if you do art journaling, that's what you want. And because it's self-adhesive, then that's handy as well. Actually, I get another piece of paper, so once again I won't get lost here. Otherwise I will find these pieces everywhere. Okay, maybe that's also hopefully easier for you to see. So with the ephemera, similar to the Mintay ephemera, I feel that they tint the edges. So if you look closely, which is a bit difficult here on the camera, but they are not white edges. So here you would see in comparison, chipboard is thick and has this white edge, so you would have to somehow color this in, maybe with a little bit of distress ink or something that you darken the border if you wanted to. And here the edges are already in this tint, so that really enhances the look because it's a little bit vintage and makes it more like a finished ephemera, so to speak. So I love this. And how amazing is this one? Really nice foreground. And then again we have bigger pieces, beautiful window. Then we have this great little cutout here for like a picture. And again, bigger pieces, smaller pieces, really nice big typewriter. And it's nice how they work together. So if you needed a really big typewriter because you have a bigger project in mind, then this is perfect. Or if you needed a smaller one, then this is perfect. So you see how, you know, really depends on you. Some stuff is smaller, some stuff is bigger. Then we have this cute girl here. Then more books, really nice. Let's compare these here as well. Okay, so a little bit smaller here and to the other side, I guess. So again, great choice and lots of things to play with. Absolutely love this girl. This is so cute. Nice focal point here as well, and so is this. And on the tutorials that I've seen so far, Vicky somehow designed this that you can make her sit somehow, like it could be on the moon, it could be somehow on the typewriter. I think it was somehow designed that you can play with those guys together, which I think is a really cool idea. Lots of options here. Gorgeous moon with this whole script in there. It just looks absolutely stunning. Then we have this moon here, and then little tickets, little butterflies, birds, the cat again. Adorable. Then we have these tickets here, and one more book. And then again, little butterflies here and stars. Oh, the stars are really cool. They go really nicely together here with the moon. Oops, there we go. And then little butterflies if you wanted smaller embellishments. So yeah, I hope that helps just to see how amazing all of those things are. And sometimes it's difficult to make a decision just based on the package, so you can just see bigger items or smaller items, really up to you and what you need. Oh yeah, forgot a few here. These are little leaves that go into the ephemera. Whew, don't mess this up. And also, that's a little bit of an older item here. I think that came out Christmas, but it's tickets. And I don't think, even though it was for the Christmas line, I don't think they say Christmas. And because of the color scheme, I thought I'd get them as well, because they go all hand in hand. Look how cool that is here from the color scheme. So if you needed more tickets, then there's a whole package for it. And I just love tickets. I don't know about you, but anything with tickets is always a perfect ephemera for me. Cinema, little tickets, smaller tickets, cinema tickets. And yeah, just beautiful embellishments. And as you can see, they really would work nicely together. And then some frames here. And yeah, just a whole bunch of tickets. I love this here. Anything with film strips. I don't know what it is about. Like stamps, film strips, tickets. You can never go wrong. It's just like perfect ephemera. And yeah, I just think it's amazing. So if you see them all together, they might look like a bit like green and dull. But I just think if you take them individually, they're really not. So this would even work here once again. Here we have the railway ticket, also works really nicely together, as this was all about traveling and dreaming. I think theater, cinema, tickets for like traveling and so on. That works also really nice together. We had letters in here, we have stamps here, so I think this is just a beautiful little extra here, just so that you know. And now let's go back to the things of this current line. So we have amazing stencils here. So this is one. I'm not quite sure, can you see this? Wait. No, that's too light. Let me put this on something darker. Alright, I think this might make it a little easier, because these light stencils are a little bit difficult to see. Okay, so here, beautiful little sentiments, or kind of like dictionary things, really, where it says dream, create, life, travel, unique. So I think this is really cool for some texture. Or if you want it a bit more dreamy, then this is a really good one here as well. I just think this is really fun, how you have these like wavy lines, the moon, explore, discover. So that's gorgeous. Once again, I've seen Vicky using this and it just looks elegant and whimsical. It's just great. And then even this, that makes a really nice border. So if you want to go around your project with some paste or ink and so on, really stunning as well. So here it says, I have loved the stars too fondly to be fearful of the night. So that's just beautiful. And yeah, I just think all of these sayings, they just go so nicely together with the paper. It says grow wild and free. Then we have these little stars. Yeah, so once again, really nice little sentiments here as well. Bit different because it's this kind of shapy stencil. And also Vicky said when you use this with any paste, make sure that you wash it immediately, because it's so delicate and intricate that you might just have the paste stuck in there. So be sure that once you use this, that you immediately wash this all off. But yeah, then you're good to go again. And I also saw on the Stamperia site, when I was looking for more inspiration and other things really that would go hand in hand, they had this really cool stencil here as well. So it's a little bit similar in this dictionary style, but just bigger, and has these coffee stains. So I thought if you wanted to create maybe a bigger project, but you wanted to have this book look in the background, then I thought, yeah, this works obviously perfectly here as well. It's kind of like a newspaper stencil. So yeah, just one more option here. And then if you wanted more sentiments but you don't want to cut anything out, then we have these amazing chipboards here. And I always love these when they come out in the Stamperia line, because yeah, then you don't have to search for any sentiment that fits the line, because obviously the colors here, they go beautifully all together. And once again, it says happiness, wishing the best day, love yourself, congratulations, hello, reach for the stars, happy birthday, sending love, and so on. So it's really fun because it's not just, I don't know, sometimes you have sentiments that are more for art journaling, where it just says be your best self or be brave. And you probably wouldn't really send this to anybody, because it's more something you would say to yourself, kind of like an affirmation. But here it's really mixed. So some could be for art journaling, but then they also say happy birthday. And yeah, so it's a really great variety here. That's why I think this is perfect. And once again, I love the color. And last but not least, we have more embellishments. So we have these wooden shapes, and I just love the color here. They're very bold and vibrant, and this girl again here on the book. I just think if you wanted to create a little bit of a thicker mixed media project, and this is fantastic because these are a little bit thicker. Or if you are more into card making or art journaling, where you need more of a lighter material, then we also have these decorative chips. And I believe this one here is called Creativity. And as you can see, we have all of these really cool painting brushes here. It says Creativity, books, and the typewriter. And you can either leave them as they are or paint them and decorate your projects. And I think this one is called Moon. And as you can see, lots of different moon shapes. And again, really nice embellishments, just to add a little bit more interest to any of your projects. And last but not least, this has nothing to do with any of this, but I love this stencil. So this is brand new as well, and it's kind of like a science stencil. So I thought I'd show this to you as well, just because I love it so much. And we have quite a few stamps by Cho and Flowers that have this kind of science aspect. We have Albert Einstein from All and Create and Stamping Bella, and I think there are also some really cool potions from Ciao Bella. So there are lots of different companies that have this really cute chemistry look, and yeah, somehow I've never seen this before on the Stamperia website, so I thought I'd show this to you as well. So it's kind of the opposite of the dreamy look, so that's here more like a science look. However, maybe that would work as well, kind of like an interesting contrast maybe if you have these kind of formulas and then also something with dream. So kind of like science and the dream world come together, who knows? But again, I thought I will show this to you as well, just because it's new. And yeah, that's it for me today. Let me know in the comments, do you love this new Secret Diary release as much as I do? If you do, and if you loved this video, then please leave me a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, I will always look at the comments as well. And if you want to see more of those amazing crafting brands, then don't forget to hit the subscribe button so that you'll never miss out on all of those amazing items. And with that, I wish you a crafty week, and remember, no stressy, be messy, and have fun. See you next time.